What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rowdy Player One channel. I'm Rowdy, and today we have got a Rowdy's Rapid Review of a fantastic book, the one and only Sledge vs. the Labyrinth by Nick Horvath. This book is an action 80s movie, just unbelievable, action packed, non-stop. I loved this book. It's so good. I mean, it there's so many like the characters that Sledge. We'll just start with Sledge. Sledge is unbelievable. He's huge. He's like 6'8", 6'10". Just this massive behemoth of a guy that used to play basketball and was just huge. Made it to the pros. Was great and um, basically ended up getting kicked out of the league for a thing he did to another player, and proceeded to get involved into some things, and goes and his at the very beginning of the book, his, I guess you'd say maybe his ex-girlfriend, comes to him with this like letter, and is like, hey, he's like, I don't know what's up with this. Somebody's like stalking me or whatever. And Sledge, being the brutal person that he is, he's like, okay, we're going to find out who this is. And goes about and gets into the dark web. And it turns out that it's this place called the Labyrinth that is after her, or so they think they're after her. And he tracks some people down and puts them to justice, to say the least. And I mean, it is just brutal nonstop. Every time that you think Sledge has been defeated or can't outsmart somebody, it just completely flips on its head. It's like one of those, whenever you're like watching a movie and you think that the main character's like dead, like, oh, they're not surviving this. Sure enough, he's already thought of a way on how he survived it. I've never laughed out loud more than I have reading this book. Oh, just some of the craziest things you could think of. I'm like, how it's like Nick, the author, just thought of something. Is like, all right, I'm gonna put him in a box, put him in a corner, and I've got to figure out how in the world he can get out of it. And then he had to think it up. I'm like, what am I going to do? How is he going to make his way out of this situation? And my gosh, does he? I'm telling you, I laughed so hard reading this book. It was fantastic. You It goes through like levels. So like starts at the 10th and you work your way down to when you're at the number one, you face this guy who later is known as the Juggernaut. And it, when you get to that battle, it's so crazy. And then the twist of it all is you have no idea who comes up with the labyrinth. You think you do through the whole book. Like they've got it figured out within easily the first half of the book, if not maybe a little bit sooner. And you think, okay, we're gonna get to where you figure out who these one or two people are, and comes to the very end and the very last fight, and you're like, whoa, where did that come from? I never seen that coming. So it's so good. I highly, highly suggest you go and give this a shot, because this is one of the best books I read in 2024, without question. It's so good. I'm telling you, you will absolutely love it. If you like 80s nostalgia movies, like action, nonstop, thrill ride, explosions. The main character is like literally a human tank. You can't, I mean, they're indestructible. Some of the brutality in this, to what they do to him and he survives, will blow your mind. Like, I never, ever could even think of the ways that he does stuff, or what they do to him, and he still survives. And one little thing that I do like, he puts in here like different guns, like say there's like a MK23, I can't remember what a gun in here. And if you know what type of gun it is, well, you're going to know. So I mean, that's all it is. It's like, oh, they were, my two enemies were after Sledge with this type of assault rifle, or even like like flashlights. Like he even listed a Olight Warrior X. Well, I know what the Olight Warrior X's are. I collect flashlights, and I was like, I know what that is, and that's all he had to say. And he does that on several little things, and if you know those, it's so good. I mean, I love. I mean, the pace is nonstop action. Like it literally slows down for like, I don't know, two pages, to get back reassessed on, okay, here's what's going on next. It's like, we're going to stop, let you discuss what just happened, and then boom, here we go again. It's just constant. So fantastic read, excellent book. Please, I beg you, go pick up Sledge versus the Labyrinth. It is so good. I'll have it linked down below, and go pick it up. 5 stars without question. 5-star read. You will laugh out loud at how bombastic this is. But anyways, that's all I have for Sledge vs. the Labyrinth and Rowdy's Rapid Review. If you would, please give it a like. Type in the comments if you're interested in this book, what you've been reading, and subscribe to the channel. Other than that, y'all have a great day. Bye.